Hello everyone, welcome back to online lecture series on fluid mechanics and hydraulic machines. We are continuing our topic of dynamics of fluid flow. So we will quickly revisit our previous topics. In our previous lecture, we started with equation of motion, which is based on Newton's second law of motion. The fluid forces on fluid element consists of 5 different forces: pressure force, gravitational force, viscous force, force due to turbulence, and force due to compressibility. So once we neglect the force due to compressibility, we obtain Reynolds equation of motion. Neglecting the turbulent force, we obtain Navier-Stokes equation, and neglecting further viscous force, we obtain Euler's equation of motion. So the next was Euler's equation of motion, in which we considered a cylindrical fluid element as shown in this figure, having a length of ds and area dA. There are pressure forces and weight forces are present, as it can be seen here, P dA here, and here P plus del P over del S ds into dA. Weight forces rho dA ds into G. So we equated this forces with the Newton's law, Newton's second law of motion, and finally we obtain Euler's equation of motion given by del P over rho plus G dz plus V dV equal to 0. So that is our final Euler's equation of motion, and now we will continue from here. Our today's topic is Bernoulli's equation from Euler's equation. So here first we will write down our Euler's equation, that was dP by rho plus G dz plus V dV equal to 0. So now we will be integrating this equation. So integration dP by rho plus integration G dz plus integration V dV equal to, here we will be getting constant. So here it will be P by rho, assuming it to be an incompressible flow, plus Gz plus V square by 2 equal to constant. So we can further modify this. P by rho G plus V square upon 2G plus Z equal to constant. That is Bernoulli's equation for ideal fluid. Here there are three elements. First is P upon rho G is equal to pressure energy per unit weight of fluid. And this is also known as pressure head. Next is V square upon 2G that is equal to kinetic energy per unit weight of fluid. This is also known as kinetic head. Next is Z, which is equal to potential energy per unit weight of fluid or it is also known as potential head. So this is all about Bernoulli's equation for ideal fluid based on Euler's equation. So our next topic is Bernoulli's equation for real fluids. In our previous lecture, we assumed the flow to be incompressible and non-viscous. But in real case, all fluids are viscous and the consecutive fluid layers offers resistance to the fluid motion. So there will be a presence of friction, so there will be some losses in the fluid flow. So that has to be considered. So here this will be the case of viscous flow. So let's take two different points and apply the Bernoulli's equation. So for 2 points we can write down P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g plus Z2 plus HL, where here HL is equal to loss of energy between points 1 and 2. So this is the Bernoulli's equation for real fluid. So we are done with this too, and let's copy this into our main slides. Now let's move forward with our next theory, that is practical applications of Bernoulli's equation. So there are few applications that we are going to discuss in this chapter. First is venturimeter. Second is orifice meter. And third is Pitot tube. So let's first start with venturimeter. So I will be drawing a figure of venturimeter first. So here in this case there are three different sections. Let's say this as number 1. Then we are having second part over here, and third one is over here. So first is a short converging part. First is short converging part, second is throat, that is the section with minimum cross sectional area, and then we are having third, that is diverging part. So this is known as venturimeter. Here there are two things which are being added. This is actually a manometer which is used for measurement of pressure, and fluid flow is here throughout the venturimeter. So this will be used for measurement of pressure difference, and this is also filled with water. So there are few nomenclatures that we need to discuss. D1 will be the diameter at section 1, V1 is the velocity at section 1, P1 is the pressure at section 1, and A will be the area at section 1. So here for section part we will be taking two sections. First section will be here and second section will be here. So consider this to be section 1, this as section 1 and this as section 2 in this case. So here this will be equal to pi by 4 d1 square, and similarly we will have d2 v2 p2 and a2, that will be the corresponding values at section 2. And obviously as we are having this as a application of Bernoulli's theorem, we will be applying Bernoulli's equation between these two sections. So here P1, I think we can directly copy from our previous work. That is over here. So here the height is same, so Z1 and Z2 will be equal in this case. So we can further simplify this as P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g. So we can further simplify this as P1 minus P2 upon rho g is equal to V2 square minus V1 square upon 2g. So this is the equation we are having here. So this value P1 minus P2 upon rho g is nothing but the difference of height between the manometers. So this difference, let's say that this difference is h. So this h will be equal to P1 minus P2 upon rho g. So we can take this over there, that is we can directly write down h is equal to V2 square upon 2g minus V1 square upon 2g. So this will be the difference of height at manometer. So let's first copy this work into our main slide. So here we are ending this lecture and we will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.